Okay. What a great doubles quarter-final. Craigie Marsh and...
I'm out of breath again. So just give me a minute and I'll put the other players on the scoreboard. I love it when they rush you. 1 second. There you go. We've got it. Blimey. So, Craig Marsh, Lynn Thomas versus Zach Wilkinson. I've got Lynn Thomas in twice. Wasn't looking for Lynn Thomas. 1 minute. Lee Morris. We'll get there eventually. We're going to have a go on. I'm going to have a word over there in the corner. Should we not do this again?
Shall I tell them the teams as the games? Is the game live now, mate? Yeah, we're on, are we?
Well, we're live now,
okay.
Yeah.
While the names are going up, my friend here, because he was given a bit short notice.
There you go.
We got Cruncher and Zach from Newport, top players. This is a great game. This is Craig Marsh and Lynn Thomas. Lynn plays regular, always practicing. I think he's a master. But this guy can play. This is a great game, and this will be fine lines between win and losing.
This is a quarter final as well. I couldn't fit it all on.
First to five.
First to five.
And in Scotch doubles, without talking after the break, which I love, because when people play Scotch and they talk between games,
it takes forever, doesn't it?
Yeah, Bushy said once they did it 2 years ago, and they looked at 30 tables and no one was playing a shot. So Scotch without speaking is a great game.
Well, I always go back to two lads in Blackpool that used to play doubles together quite a lot. I don't know if you know Dave Chalmers. Chalmers, probably one of the best amateurs I think this country's ever seen. Back in the day, amateurs that is. Well, he used to play with Lee Clough in doubles, and they'd take 20 minutes over a shot.
Campbell, ridiculous, man.
The two top players like that, you don't need to talk. You don't need to talk. Play the game as you would play it for yourself.
20 minutes.
20 minutes a shot, ridiculous. They never lost a doubles, I don't know, for about 10 years, but no, you don't need to be like that. So yeah, like you say, this is going to be, or should,
top game,
be a
really
top
slidey
game.
cloth, a bit flicky, and that could be the edge, because I know Zach and Cruncher are top players, but when they're so slidey, they're tough to play if you're not used to them, these new blue cloths, you know. Nothing in it. Probably a little bit too technical, to be honest, but you know I'm like, boys.
So, who have we got at the table?
Yeah, he's played to get on that yellow by the pink there, which he's on. It might be a bit thin to hold for this bottom yellow, because I think he'd like to get on the bottom on the red, so on the red by the black spot next, and then play the red at the top pocket, and then play the black into the black right hand pocket. Let me look. It looks a bit thin live. Let me. Yeah, it's too thin to hold, I think. Oh, that's a smart play. It's unlucky. He's played off the yellow to hold. Didn't get it.
John Vaughan's back again. Good evening, Mr. Manager.
The manager's back after retirement.
So you're the manager of what? The B1?
Actually, no. We have had a conversation about whether it's kind of not announced, so I got to take it back at the moment. That's unofficial. And me and him had the conversation. I've had 2 beers and realised that.
Saying something you shouldn't be saying?
Yeah, I did. Yeah.
Oh, right, okay.
He'll be fine, though, I'm sure.
Happens though when you're on microphone.
No, I murder with him. I do slip up.
Oh, right, okay.
He gives me the warning. But he's great. He's always cool.
So if I get a Welsh passport, I can't get in through the back door then, because I know you or anything like that?
Not me. You might get with Paul Bush now, but not
me. All right, okay.
Yeah, or Johnny.
I don't know how I'm going to get a Welsh passport.
No, it's a lot more transparent now, to be honest. Yeah. And yeah, it's good fun. Doubles chat. Here we go. The boys are chatting. But what a pair these two are. Lynn Tom, what a play. He's so focused. He gives 100% to every frame.
I don't think I've.
Oh, what a player!
I don't think I've seen him before, but he's one of the top players.
Don't say that loosely, honestly. And he's never happy how he plays. He's always, it's always half empty with Lynn, you know.
Yeah, I noticed him in the team event yesterday, because their team was on stream, I think 2 or 3 times.
Yeah.
And Lynn was outstanding, but
he's so focused, man. Yeah, and the thing is, playing with Marsh, you can be quite intimidating. And he said that when he played doubles the last game, he was, "Oh, sorry, Craig." So, and he shouldn't be, you know, because he's none of us are like Craig. Playing with Craig's quite intimidating. He's such a good player. He's a lovely guy. He doesn't give you any aggro about play. He has a giggle.
He does, doesn't he?
You know, when you play with him, he doesn't beat people up about shots. And but you know, for Linz, who's still a real top player, it is quite intimidating playing with good players. It takes a special kind of personality to do that, you know.
So I don't know if Dan Rush is back with us. He was with us before, but I was just telling you about Dan. Dan was streamer for the IPA up until 2014. Streamed for the IPA for 2 or 3 years, but very, very good, very knowledgeable.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Who does the IPA now then?
I don't know. Some TV company. I don't rate them.
Yeah, of course. Free Sports, is it?
Free Sport. Yeah, they're rubbish.
Are they?
Yeah, rubbish.
Big think the same, mind.
Rubbish. No, I'm not saying compared to me, outstanding.
So what do you mean, the technology or the commentary?
Well, they're using pool players now. They're using Simon Webb as a commentator anyway. So, but they're they're a company. You know, they're a big company. But quality-wise, for what they are, no, I don't get it. I don't get spending all that money on something. To me, they had better before, if you will. I was watching the snooker a few weeks ago when Free Sports, when that company did it for the snooker. I forget which competition it was now. And when Virgo was on the commentary and he was talking loud, there was so much vibration coming out the microphones. It's just amateurish.
I wouldn't know that. Wow.
Amateurish.
I mean,
it should be like that.
I get what you say maybe about the quality, but the reason they probably got into Free Sports rather than the Great Stream is because of the figures and the exposure.
But is it Free Sports? I don't think it is.
It's about exposure, getting more money maybe, or
it's about putting the hard work in. You're going to get the viewers if you're putting the hard work in and you're giving the products out.
Yeah, but
you're going to get them.
But a stream company is not on the Sky Channel where it says.
Well, neither is Free Sports. Free Sports is on Freeview TV.
What I mean is, on the stream, there's more awareness of pool on a Sky Channel than, say, a stream company who say a game's on tonight. I think that's what they're going for. Does that make sense?
It doesn't, because the viewers are out there on social media. To stream to social media, the viewers are out there. The viewers counts are out there. You look at some of the competitions that have been on recently, and I'll say it, you know, the players event, four different matches at a time, was raking in 500 plus 500. I know it's not a lot, but for pool, it's a lot. Yeah, but are you going to get that watching?
You think Free Sports don't get 500 people watching on the Monday Night Premier League?
I don't know, but I don't think. I
think they get something like 25,000-40,000 apparently.
No.
Well, you know the shootout,
not simultaneous, viewers. No,
I'm sure you know.
Yeah, no. They might get 40,000 views.
Okay, that's
people watching it at some stage or other, but simultaneous viewers, no, not 40,000, not in a million years. And I don't really care who says or whatever. It's not going to happen.
So sometimes it's just a vanity of figures then, and people
of course it is. I can show you some figures now where I'll show you figures at 250,000 views, page views. You know, there's page views. There's people that have viewed the stream. You know,
like a Facebook video, and you've got like
there's 3 different.
They've gone past it, seen and gone.
Exactly. There's 3 different figures that you get out on social media. One of them is simultaneous, like we've got now. One of them is people that have actually logged on and viewed it at some stage or another. And another one is when you're looking through your Facebook and you see a video playing, you can hear what's going off, but you don't click into it. right? Even though you don't click into it, it's registering. I've had 250,000 people do that on a particular video, and it's there, and I can show you. I showed. Who did I show yesterday? I showed somebody yesterday. You know, it's there. The figures are there. So when they're quoting 40,000,
it's like when you go to people advertise to come on radio, we get 70,000 listeners.
Listeners, yeah.
There's never 70,000 on. I've done
not
it
at one time, no.
Yeah, I got you.
Not one time.
Anyway, buddy, sorry.
Yeah. No, I'm just explaining.
Yeah. No, I'm done. I mean,
there's no need to pay all that kind of money for something that you can get for a lot cheaper.
I always kind of guessed that, man. The figures they always show is always vanity and not actually watching.
I'll show you in a minute, and then you can say, "Oh yeah, you're right." But I'll show you the 250,000 page views.
I know, huh? Incredible.
Your free sports have not had that. I'll tell you that for nothing.
Yeah. Zach and Cruncher are 1-0 up. First to 5 guys. Does it say there? Yeah, race to 5. Lynn Thomas and Craigie. Tables are beautiful this week, boys.
They're absolutely lovely, yeah.
There was one table the first day which wasn't great, and they did it straight away. It's been great. Nobody complains. That's quality.
There you go. James Jones says average weekly view on free sports, 800k. In a week, when I streamed some of the Chinese 8 Ball a couple of years ago, in a week, my page, 5.5 million hits, 5.6 million hits.
Wow.
There you go. So you can take your free sports and you know where the sun don't shine. I'll show you. It's 250,000.
Yeah, I seen it a bit there. Yeah.
I'll show you the 250,000. Just because.
Wow. Maybe it's the vanity of actually, like, people think they're on Sky and we're involved with Sky now. Like BBC do it, don't they, as well now?
Yeah,
I just think. What kind of figures would they have?
I don't know. BBC is it's terrestrial TV, and they're going to get a lot more without a doubt. But I just think these TV companies, like Free Sports now, because they do advertise on there, and if they do get that kind of money, if they get that kind of views, they should be paying you, not you paying them.
Yeah.
Why does the Tom Shootout have to pay them £1,000 a day?
Do they pay?
£1,000 a day.
Didn't know that.
Yeah. So
if you're doing that well, then you should
exactly.
be
Yeah, exactly. You run some adverts, you're going to get your money back. Pay
£1,000 with all the production they bring, mind. That would be
not a lot.
That wouldn't cover the wages.
It's not a lot.
The technology, I guess.
Yeah. But having
if
said
you're doing well, then you shouldn't have to.
If you're getting them views, pay them. Not you pay them.
I think it's easily you can get involved in the vanity of what you're doing, and you don't really want to know the truth on figures like business, like people, like relationships.
Yeah.
You can get involved in that vanity of.
There's a lot of that around the pool world as well.
How many people watch, and yeah, that's interesting.
And I don't say too much because I don't really need to, but I'll just show you, and then you can see for yourself. But to me, there's no value in paying companies the kind of money that they're asking, because they're not giving you the viewing audience that you could be getting elsewhere for a hell of a lot less.
It's all about their own interest and their marketing. They don't need money. If they can keep something going and get people to pay, it's like an advertising agency. It's all about.
But again, we'll go back to it. If it's popular and that popular, they should be paying you.
Guys, I've got to go. I'm on a game. See you later, buddy.
Cheers. I'll
guys.
show you after. I'll keep it for you. So, back to the game. And I know what happens as soon as you mention stuff like that. People just jump all over you on the chats and stuff like that. And it's not like that. Otherwise, I'd be posting it every 2 minutes. It just, I don't know. I have an opinion, and it just winds me up that these companies, it's all right saying, yeah, we're using free sports and what have you, but as we've just said, if you're getting that much viewers watching it, as somebody's put before, there was a James Jones, 800,000 in a week, then they should be paying the competitions for running the sports and making the money back through advertisements. If sponsors and advertisers are paying money to get the product out there, then perfect opportunity. So something's not right as far as I'm concerned. And if it is done right, and it is done the right way, pool in general could be a lot richer. So in 2 days there, I've got 800,000 views in 2 days on the 4 or 5 videos, 4 or 5 matches. And that was March 2018. It's all there. It's on my page, go and have a look. See now I'm streaming videos, just go back to March 2018, you'll see the figures. I just think these big companies that are doing it now should be paying the competitions, putting a bit of money back into the sport pool. Everybody would be happier then. I get what you're saying, Johnny. It's possibly easier to attract because of it being TV, but at the end of the day, it still boils down to numbers. You know, if you're going to spend a few quid sponsoring something, you want to know you're getting the best value for your money. And as a sponsor, what you want is people seeing your product, potentially going to buy it. So the more the numbers, the more chance you're going to spend your money on it. But to me, that's the way it should work. So another nice little finish here from this 2-1 to Zach and Lee. Up on Paintbush this week. Listen, I've not got them kind of figures here this week, that's for certain. That was streaming Chinese 8-ball. I mean, I know it's a different game, but you know the figures are out there. They don't lie. You know what I mean? And that's the only point I'm making is if a company like that are stating that they're getting that kind of viewing figures, then the wrong person is paying the wrong person. It should be the other way around for me. And if that's not happening, then do you really need to pay for it? You need to be going back somewhere else, and you know, that's all I'm saying. So it's not about I've got bigger numbers than you. I'm just saying the numbers are achievable through live streaming. I've proved it myself. I did post at the time screenshots of the 5.6 million page views. You know, you don't see that for Coronation Street these days. It's true. So it's all about marketing it right and doing the right thing. But also there's that many people now that are doing the streaming, you know, even the mobile phone ones. It's just watered it down so much. It's not as appealing as it used to be. And Free Sports have only just got their act together, so you can actually view Free Sports online as well. It's only recently you've managed to be able to do that. I've got 2 TVs at home. Well, I've got more than 2 TVs, but I've got one upstairs, one downstairs, and it's the TV itself, because it's from the same TV aerial, the same signal. One of them I can get Free Sports, the other one I can't. It's just, I don't know, just the TVs. Nothing to do with the area or the equipment you've got. Well, it is the equipment, it's the TV. And there was, for a long time, there's quite a few people that couldn't view the IPA. Got another potentially scrappy frame here, the way these balls are situated. I've not had to say it too many times, but please be respectful to all the players on stream. No swearing. I do have a very low tolerance with regard to any of that. Most of the regulars know that now. I don't know why they're not wearing dress code, James. I did ask the other day, and I think they did say tonight was more dress code. I don't know. I really don't know, because I've not done the competition before. I don't know what the dress code was like previously. Just try and get Craig's attention. Stood in front of the camera, him and his partner, looking at the other table as well. It's not even looking at their own table, not bothered. Oh, Lynn Thomas has just looked at the camera, but still not realised that they're still in front of it. And just looking at James's comment there, the kiddie, the lad on the other table. Yeah, he's got jeans on, but I mean he's got a nice shirt on. I think he's just won actually. I'm sure he's just come away from the table. They have finished. So some have made an effort. Some of them are relaxed, playing a bit of pool and having a few drinks. Some competitions, you know, dress code does add a bit of value to it. Some don't. Don't think it makes much difference really in some cases, but it all depends on what you're wanting out of it as an organiser. Oh dear. Well, I fully expected him getting that. I mean, when Paul was here before, I was about to touch on when we was talking about Rob McKenna and back in the day, 30 odd years ago, the tour then, the Pro Tour. Craig and Lynn just taking that game there to 2 frames all. The Pro Tour then, and I've said it a few times over the last few months, you know, it was completely different to any competition now. Any pros, it's only like, I'm not having to go at Craig, no, not in a million years, because there's no dress code here, but being a professional player, no matter what competition they played in, at that particular time. And some of you that are on the watching the stream now will know what I'm talking about. You know, if you was around in them days, no matter what competition you was involved in, if the pros was in attendance, they would all be there in the dinner trousers, their dicky bows, the waistcoats. You could tell a professional pool player at the other end of a room, and that's the difference between then and now. There was a, I don't know, there was a thing that went with them. They had to be presented in a certain way at all times. Doesn't happen that way these days. Shame, because it was good. He was in awe of the professionals then. Like now, Craig, like something like Craig, you know him. Back in the day, even though you knew the professionals, you didn't approach them like the way you do these days. Completely different. But it's just the way times have changed, I suppose. But chance here for Yellers to close this frame out pretty quickly. This is, I don't know if you can see now, you can just see, just got a slight angle on this, just enough to just stun the white out for the yellow next to the white, to that top right hand corner. And then he can work his way down the table. His only problem is the one just below them two reds, the two yellows. The yellow just above the black. Needs to play that into top left or middle left. I think the angle he's got on this now, it's going to be, well, he's got a lot more than what he wanted. He's looking at possibly now coming well below it and playing it off the red by the look. Oh no, he's going to the middle pocket. He can get it in the middle, so he's okay. He's looking where he needed the white. Made it a little more difficult if it had come down a little bit more. So the yellow's going for now. Before he would have had a better angle, but we'll see. Just missed it, you see. That's, to me, that's because he was out of position slightly beforehand, and they've had to just force a way around, and just made it look a bit more difficult for themselves. So Craig and Lynn, possibly a chance they should never have had, really. Can't tell from that angle. It's not a difficult plan, it's just cueing awkward as well. Well, he made it difficult, but they'll be happy with the pocket. There's not a skill shot opportunity there, so, and there's not an easy pot on anyway. There's no easy opener. Is he cross-cut? No, he's not. He's going in behind the red. We will have some more singles action for you after this. This is just an extra one just to get it out of the way, because obviously I'm presuming that they're expecting these players' teams to be going deep, as well as the three-man team. I think they're still in that. Some of them are anyway, and the singles. So there's an opportunity to get this out of the way, so they have done. Craig Morse is due up in the singles as well soon. Got Ben Davis as well. He's in the singles. I've not seen Ben all weekend. So we have got Ben Davies in the draw. I didn't even know he was here this weekend. So it's looking like he will be on stream next after this match with he's playing Brett Collier. Apologies, I went quiet there. Just showing the scoreboard out for the next match, so that I'm on it. It has quietened down a little bit tonight. It's been absolutely banging the last couple of nights, but just seemed a little bit quieter tonight.
Team 4, we have Robert Taylor and Martin Griffiths. That's Rob Taylor and Martin Griffiths, team number 4. Table number 16, and we have David Williams and Carl Sheehan. Guy Williams, Carl Sheehan, table number 16.
So Zach and Lee making light work of this frame. Just need to get on this one down over this corner pocket, and he has done. Lovely. Not hanging about. That's how it should be. Players of this ability don't need to talk. Not that they can anyway. So for a 4-2 lead, Justice Black. And it's looking pretty simple for Zach and Lee at the moment, against two top class players in Craig and Lynn. I'm presuming that obviously I've not seen Ben so far this weekend. He is obviously here for the singles, the open singles. Must have been working or something. Not everybody's going to be able to come down on a Wednesday. So, when Thomas at the table, Craig just telling him how he would like it to pan out. And I think this is the only time they're able to talk, the very first shot at the table. After that, you're on your own. So he'll probably try and disturb this red and yellow on this left hand side here. He has done. Oh, he's disturbed it alright, but it's not landed nicely. It's a tough shot this for Craig. He'll more than likely play it to the top left. But it could have been easier. He'd like to have been straight on it. He could have run his white through if it had been straight for the one to the top right. That would have been the easiest route. Now he's going to have to go a slightly different way, and he's nowhere near that. So again, I'll restart the stream, and you'll get a notification on Facebook and YouTube. But it will be Ben Davis against Brett Collier. And you're right there, Kevin. You do see clearances. It's as strange as what you tend to see more clearances with Scotch doubles than you do with when players are able to talk. I don't know, maybe because you're just thinking of one shot at a time. As daft as it sounds, some of the best players, plan a route out, full 7 balls. But I don't know, you're right in what you say. You do see a lot more clearances from nowhere when players are playing one shot at a time, and that's all they're worried about. They don't think 2 or 3 shots in front, unless it's something a little bit awkward, but it's usually one shot at a time. Leave your partner a shot, and that's all you need to do. There's no pressure. Crazy game. But very watchable, but you've got to pot them. Not like that. Being behind the cameras, you see it so often, so many times, where and they do make it look so easy. I mean, that was just a silly mistake because it wasn't as though there wasn't a pot on or it wasn't easy. It was easy. He just took his eye off it. That's all. Which can happen from time to time. But you are absolutely right. There's so many easy clearances when players are just playing one shot at a time. Suppose that's too bad of a shot there from Lynn Thomas. He's left a long yellow to the bottom left. He'll have to cue this though. The white's tucked up on that. You can see how close it is to that top rail. It goes. Is the one on the rail? Well, I suppose. Did he hit the cushion? I didn't even look. I think he did. Just. Only just. But he didn't hit it anywhere near like he was wanting to. I think the way he was cueing that, just wanted to push it over, but to me there was an opportunity there. I don't know. Opportunity to go for it. The red to the left hand side doesn't go past the yellow. So he could have had a go at that. Now then. Chance here. There's a slight angle on this. I don't know how big an angle he's got. I don't know if he can get across to the other side. If Lynn can get left hand side of that red, I don't think he can. Do you screw it off the side rail? Top cushion, back down. It does look quite a bit of an angle. Can't really tell. Can't tell from that angle. It looks different from up here. I'm stood up. No, it didn't. So it's looking like it could well be a double here for Craig. Craig likes his doubles. Behave. Didn't touch the sides. Then just tapping the table there. So they really need this. Nailed it. 4 frames to 3. Craig and Lynn are still in it. Ken, it's for those of you watching on Facebook. I don't know if it's my phone. Just let me know in the chat. Are you still seeing good, clear pictures? Because mine just froze then for a minute. I don't know if it's my internet on my phone. I'm not too sure if I'm logged on, so I'll just have a quick look. I'm logged onto the Wi-Fi or not. No, it's my it is my EE 4G mobile, completely different to the Wi-Fi that I'm using, and it just seems to seize up. So I don't know if it's that my EE signal. Yeah, I wasn't on about myself, Daniel. I'm on about the pictures on the stream itself. Is that okay? I'm not fishing for compliments. Please don't think that. It's just that mine just went all blurry on my phone. And, it doesn't. There's nothing on the computer to say that the stream's slowing up or anything. It's just every now and again my face. I know I'm on a different network, and that's probably why maybe the E signal's not as good as the Virgin one that I'm using to stream with. I wouldn't say my commentary's that good. I get by. Don't know how, but anyway. So Lynn here has a great chance to level the scores up with Craig. It's all about, oh, he's a bit close to that yellow. He didn't want to be that close. I'll have to take the one to the bottom left here, I think. I think he's too close to the one to take it to the middle. He's going to have to queue over here. Oh, he can actually queue past the yellow, so that was a little bit easier than what it looked. So we could be going to a deciding frame. Didn't see that, James. Yeah, I've had no problems, Peter, with the YouTube at all. Even when I was, it was going a little bit dodgy on. But I'm on a different phone on that one. I've got my YouTube open on one phone and my Facebook chat open on another phone. People think I'm obsessed with technology. I am a little bit, I suppose. Just gone a little bit far with that white. He's left Craig another. He should get this, no problem. He's just a little bit longer than what he would have liked. But used 2 cushions to leave Lynn with relatively simple black into this bottom right hand corner to level the scores at 4 frames all. Well, commentators, I'm not laughing at this. I just can't believe I've said what I've said, and he's gonna miss that. Craig's got a smile on his face, but it's not a happy smile. It's a what you done to me smile. Lynn's looking at him, he's not even talking, he knows. Let's let a loose one go there. He will be gutted, he doesn't need telling, especially if they end up losing this match. And it's not about this finish here, he's not going to even go for the finish, he's going to tuck him right. Ooh. It's okay. Could have been a lot tighter than that. It's all about what Craig does here. Craig looking at. Not looking at twice across, surely. Can't be, nice. Well, he's left a long one into this bottom right corner. Who's the finish on? It's whether they go for it. Or if they turn the screw a little bit more. With the red on the side rail like it is. And now the way he's just nudged that closer to the bottom cushion, you just know they're going to be tucking up again. Cheers, Mark. Thank you very much. YouTube's been fine all the time. I know that. As I say, it's just it must be my signal on my other mobile that's playing up now and again. Got to say, Zach and Lee, odds-on favourites here. But I have seen blacks like this pottered. When you've got to leave them off a shot, anything can happen. And again, I don't think there'll be a finish at this visit. So Craig will be getting another go at this black. Snooker or not, he's only got to hit it in the right spot. And it could go anywhere. Have they left a gap between the two reds? Can he? No, he's not looking at it, so obviously they haven't. Or have they? No, he's looking up the table. I thought he could get between them two reds then. Kick it off the cushion. Obviously not. Just looking at the oh, nearly good attempt. Just looking at the singles. Christian Phillips forfeited against Wendy Edwards. So I don't know if Christian's gone out or something or what, but he's gave his game up. Had to be one of the tournament favourites. He's out, forfeited. I nearly gave Wendy 5 minutes of fame there as well, getting her on the stream. I know sometimes the girls don't like being on the stream. Bit too much pressure, but when you're playing the when you're playing the likes of someone like Christian Phillips, you know you're not really going to be getting much change out of the match, so you might as well get a bit of limelight. Two tuning in now, it's nice to see. It's Friday night, 10 to 11. You can see there, just you can just see that, but you can't see enough of it. You can see enough of that though, as awkward as it was. Well, it must be playing up on Facebook because the numbers of viewing figures have just dropped dramatically, so I think it's the programme I'm streaming to. YouTube is fine and dandy. If you want to watch it on there, just flick over to YouTube. If you've not got YouTube on your mobile, there's enough streams now knocking about that are using YouTube. Just download the YouTube app. You'll always get a notification when somebody goes live. You don't have to watch it if you don't want to, but you will get told. Just download the app. All you need is an email address. It's just as easy as Facebook. And the quality is never ever compromised on YouTube. It's always good quality. Ideally, I'd love to be on YouTube all the time, but you get such an instant audience on Facebook. He's trying to sneak it in off the black. Now then, is he going to play the skill shot? All or nothing. The black doesn't sneak him past it. Craig's telling him, have a go. Have a go. And he's saying, shall I? Shall I? Here he is, he's going to have a go. It's all or nothing. Unless he thinks it goes, but whatever. I think he's going for the skill shot here. He's screwing it, so he is. All or nothing on this. No. I tell you what. And it stayed out. How's it stayed out? How's it stayed out? Unbelievable scenes. The whole of the top tables come over to watch the end of this match. They can't believe it. Craig Marsh is shaking his head. We're all having a conflab. How's that? Can't see it. It's a little bit dark down there. How's that stayed out? They said. Unbelievable. Absolutely. Well, I suppose when you think about it, they deserved it. The skill shot wasn't nailed on, but to catch the red over the pocket and it not go, and to get the snooker, unbelievable scenes. Unlucky Craig and Lynn. Well played, Zach and Lee Morris. We're now going to have Ben Davis versus Brett Collier in about 2 minutes time. You'll get a notification as soon as we go live, so you've got enough time to go make yourself a quick brew, and I mean a quick one.